Stretching. Okay.
Yes.
Can you show us a few stretching exercises?
Certainly, yes. To get rid of, to stop the cramp I was
Cramping and
explaining
all that
earlier
stuff,
and tensing up and that. I do a bunch of things. Basically, if you think of your tendons running from here all the way down to your fingers, when we're getting back, we're backstage and getting, you know, vibed up, bit of music on, people are chatting and doing their thing, I'll be doing this. Basically, you get your hands together and clench them, but not tight, and then you put your knuckles together like that, and then you put the backs of your hand together like that, and then you put the flats of your knuckles against your chest. And if you see right now, every single tendon going over every single joint is stretched. So that, I do that, and then I do the opposite. I do the kind of praying thing where you do it like that, and then I'll kind of knurl them into my chest like that and pull them over, and then I'll put my hands flat on the surface, and I'll just keep them flat, like as you can see there, and here it's very very tense, like ding 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 on that tendon there. And then I'll get the sticks and I'll hold them like this, and I just pull them up like that, and you can feel it there. And then I'll do the other way. I'll hold it with the left hand, and I put my hand like that and I hold it like so. I'll do the other way, and then while I'm still holding it like that, I push this one up here, and then I do all the way around while keeping hold of it, and I do that one like that. I'm doing this quickly, but you hold it for a few seconds and whatnot. Change it back to normal, do it that way, hold it, and as you can see it twists all the muscle in your forearm, and then do it that way. And you must never overdo it when you're when you're starting out. And then I'll go back to this one, back to that one, back to this one while I'm chatting, having a drink, working out the set list, back to this one, you know, while chatting. I do that, and then I find a wall. And I stand 45 degrees or whatever that is, 90 degrees angle to the wall, and not bending. I keep it horizontal there, and I have my hand down, not like that, but like that. And I'll stand here, and I'll face ahead, and then I'll turn to my imaginary Jerome Marcus figure. And if anyone does this, you'll feel right across there. The usual reaction is, "Ow! Oh my God! I'm not doing that again." And then you do it this way. And you twist that to look, and all across your shoulder there, because you think that you're rocking out for an hour, and you're doing this, and you're doing that, and you're doing that. You're moving everything, right? Yeah. So you know, I've had you know, tennis elbow, and you know, wanker's wrist, and you know, everything like that. And all this time I'll be picking up the sticks, and I'll be going back to that. And obviously, a lot of people know this one. Where you go that one. I think you even told me this one. You said move it up. Yeah. And I went, you're joking, and you move it up, and you go. Ah! And I'll push it over that way.
Feel it on your back.
Yeah. And it stretch that way. And never let go. Never do that. Yeah. Because it will try and, you know, you've got to release it slowly. You know, if anyone is in exercises will know that. And then I'll do stretch the hamstring. I'll do that for a while. And because, you know, you pedal and you know, it's the hamstring. And then I'll put it to the side, and I'll do this one, which you feel in your groin. Change around. I'll do it that way and that way. And then you stretch them the other way by doing that one, okay? And you hold this for a while. You don't just go, ooh, while sipping your beer, you know. And then you do this a few times. And so there, here I can feel the tension and the tight muscle there. And you keep it, you know, keep standing straight. And then I'll do like maybe 50 of these. 1, 2, just before I go on stage, because that gets your heartbeat up, but it won't tire you out, but you'll be up to the level. You can never do enough practicing and exercises that will get you up to the level of where you're going to play, because that's another level. Right. But you can at least kind of get, I'll do shadow boxing with, I'll be with my right hand. Right. I'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25 of them, and I'll change around and do that one, just because it gets the flow and it gets your muscles warmed up. So that's that. And then I read an exercise to stop the dreaded drummer's disease of carpal tunnel syndrome. Once you got that, it's out of action, no more touring for you. And so if you want to, this will all help with the carpal tunnel stretching and warming up. But if you do this, you put your praying hand like that, you twist it up, and you just hold it like that between, and all of my whole shoulders, my arm is being stretched. My forearms.
Didn't know about that one actually.
I didn't. No, but you know, it's good when you know about something. And then this one. Yeah. So I'll do that, and that pulls up here, and then you turn the wristwatch the other way, and this one you do that one. And again, when I started off doing this, I was like that. Oh, sorry, I'll give up. But don't give up. Just keep doing it, and then you get like that, like that, like that. I I even push it against the wall. You know, and eventually you get it. And for some strange reason, it's harder for me to do this hand, which you think this would be more flexible.
Yes, yeah.
I don't know why that is. Maybe it's my huge Popeye muscles. But and then obviously you come back to the sticks, and I've got a little thing here. My warm-ups with the sticks are very, very simple. I do a lot of singles. I don't do any kind of crazy rudiments, and I do a few things and a few doubles. But mainly it's singles, because that's just the most amount. But what I found is it's almost like a poor man's metronome, if you will. Basically, you can have a metronome just with your watch. If you've got no actual beat or metronome, it's quite a useful tool. What you do is basically you find 100 BPM, and I just do singles with an accent. That's one cycle. So basically I'm going and you'd be surprised at doing that little offbeat at the end throws you, because you got used to going all of a sudden you've got they're very simple patterns, but if you do that, what you find out is that one of those passes is exactly 10 seconds. So you've got to do 6 of them, you've got 1 minute. So you do a minute of 100 BPM, and it's basically six of these. That's 5 seconds. That's 7.5 seconds. That's 10 seconds. And if you're doing it to 10 seconds, that's 100 BPM. So if you learn that, then you can, if someone says, right, we need a groove at 50 BPM, that's 50 BPM. You know? So then you can double it, you've got 200 BPM. So if you're doing some dance track and they want to... So I'm just giving you a notion where you don't... If someone steals your metronome and you haven't got it, you've got a wristwatch and you can time 10 seconds. But the pattern for me is... Sorry. That's 10 seconds. That's 20 seconds, etc. Right. But if you, at the moment I'm leading with my right hand, so I'm going. If you want to do both. That kind of thing. Again, very simple. Anyone can do it, and you can use it with a metronome, or you don't need a metronome.
And you do this kind of like religiously.
Semi-religiously.
Okay.
But again, what I'll do is I'll do that while I'm talking to you, and you're saying, "Hey, great, I did this thing. What have you been doing?" And I'll be doing this, and this, and this, and this. And the other thing is, if you haven't got a practice pad like this fantastic Vic Firth and Pearl stand combo that MikeDolbeck.com has produced for me here for this purpose of this, I could save everyone a lot of money out there, and obviously put all the companies out of business with something that everybody's had. And this is what I do. I did it today. I'll do it on the way to an audition. I'll do it on the way to a gig. Blah blah blah. If you're in London, you'll be travelling on the train. It's a simple scarf. So what you do is everyone's bought those little pads that you can tap around your knee and stuff, and they're about 15, 20 quid. I've had one of them, lost it, no good, someone stole it. So you wrap a scarf around your knee, you tap the last thing in there, and you're sitting on a very busy carriage with people that are going to be very annoyed if you get this out. You're going to be like, shut the, it's like someone talking on the phone. You get your trusty scarf out that everyone's got. And you don't do that obviously at the carriage, but and that with the noise of the carriage, no one's going to hear a thing. Even backstage, even on a tour bus where the guys in the band are there and they're like, "Oh, Robin, shut the hell up, man! It's so annoying." No one wants to hear that except another drummer or you. So you wrap a scarf around. Oh, you hit your do an innie. Great, but you slapping the thighs, you're going to get a bruise. So that's what that's the price of a scarf versus obviously lots of expensive equipment that if you forget. That's the point. I'm not trying to, grind the entire industry down just because I'm recommending a scarf over a fantastic Vic Firth and Pearl combo here. But so yeah, that's a little tip for the tip for the gig bag. Get a scarf and 100 BPM, measure it out. 10 seconds.
Okay.
Merry non-cramping, ladies and gentlemen.